Now, External Affairs Minister Salman Khurshid has told NDTV that the government's working hard to defuse the crisis with China and Ladakh by engaging with authorities on the other side, and added that at no point can it be compared to the Kargil incursion. And reacting to criticism from other political parties, namely the Samajwadi Party, he said that they are not here to satisfy anyone's jingoism.
It's the same softness that you've been charged with in your handling of the standoff with China in eastern Ladakh. You spoke about Kargil. There are many who are saying that if building a base 19 kilometers inside what India considers to be our territory does not amount to a serious territorial transgression, then what does? Why isn't this reminiscent of Kargil?
Well, I think it's not reminiscent of Kargil for the simple reason, without really wanting to go into details, is that we haven't lost lives. We lost some terrible number, a large number of young people during what happened in Kargil. So let's not go into body count. Let me just say this to you, whether I'm soft or harsh or hard, I think the job for me is to talk to China and to ensure that the mechanism we have put in place over the years kick in effectively, and we get and we are able to do what we want to do. It's not my job now to engage with the BJP or anyone else. When the job is done effectively and successfully, I'll come back and report to the people. But
to call it a localized problem, a localized incursion, as the Prime Minister did, as you have, how is it localized when there are tents being built, when there's a base being built, when there are sniffer dogs, when the Chinese look like they're just settling right in?
Well, as I said, we are engaged. We do not believe that there is need for us to panic. We are engaged. We are
engaged to what end?
We are engaged in utilizing the mechanism that we have in place to ensure that border incidents of this nature are resolved amicably, peacefully, and to the satisfaction of both sides. And I remain confident that we will achieve that purpose. We would like not to be distracted. We would like not to have unnecessary issues thrust into what for us is a very clear perspective and a very clear and determined view that we must ensure what our perception is about the line of actual control is preserved, and that any violation of that perception is put right.
Mulayam Singh Yadav, still your ally till last heard of, in some manner of speaking, gets up in Parliament and says China is the biggest threat. He also says if this is a localized incursion, why has this government not allowed the local army commanders to take the action that they need to? Why have they been held back?
With great respect, Mr. Mulayam Singh Yadav has been Defence Minister, and therefore he would know this a lot better than I do. It is the local army commanders who are handling it. They are the ones who come into the mechanism right in the beginning. The flag meetings are taking place. I do understand it's their sense and feeling that they should be allowed to settle this matter, and they believe it will be settled, that we don't need to raise it to a much higher level of diplomacy. But if there is need, and at any level there is need for further diplomatic efforts, we will obviously be ready and willing to put those in.